Hi guys, this is my Ecodiesel. So this is the Motori A630 motor that you'll find in the new Ram pickup trucks, Ram 1500 pickup, and in the Jeep Grand Cherokees. This specific motor is out of a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland. I bought this vehicle as a non-runner, so it didn't blow up while I was driving it. I don't know exactly what went wrong, but I knew when I bought it that the engine was shot. And doing research on these motors, there's not too much information out on them yet. It's quite a new motor, but it's a wonderful motor. It's a refined, efficient motor, very powerful, but they do have a weak point, and that is that the bottom end, the bearings, seem to like to go. Lots of vehicles out there that's lost motors at relatively low mileage. If you read, people don't really know why. It's a lot of speculation why. No one really knows why they blow up. It's a weak point. It's a wonderfully designed motor. Motori, Italian engine builder. It belongs to Fiat Chrysler. They also have the contract to build the motors for the London cab, and those motors, they go over 500,000 miles. So a very, very good company, but on this motor there's some weak point that the bottom end likes to go. So I'm going to make a video series. My next video will be part 1 of rebuilding this. I've already got it apart, but I will be making a video series of rebuilding this thing with all the procedures to put it back together, torque specs, all those things. That's quite difficult to get by. Like I said, not a lot of information available on this motor, still relatively new. But I thought before I started that series, I noticed something while I had it apart. So if you can see, this is the block tilted on its side. It's a bed plate design, so it's got a bed plate that holds the crank. Now my bed plate's already off, the crank is out. And taking it out, I noticed the following, which I don't know if this is maybe what causes the bearings to fail. There's a main bearing. You can see that has spread the love, that is bye-bye. And here's a conrod bearing. This one has not failed yet, but yes, it's too much copper. It's definitely a goner. So all the bearings need to be done on this thing. But what I noticed while pulling it apart is, if you look at the oil channel, look in there, it's like a type of a carbon. You can see it's loose. It's like a type of a carbon build-up that's in there. It's almost like there also. Look at that oil journal is completely blocked. Look at that. It's supposed to look like this. It's supposed to be a hole. This is where the oil comes from, the oil pump, and then it feeds into the journal of the main bearing, and then from there it goes into the crank, and from there it feeds the conrod. But if you look at this one, number 4 main bearing, you'll see it's completely blocked. Completely blocked. And then I'm pushing quite hard against this. This is, I don't know what's in there, but it's almost like something that's melted in there. That is really hard. I'm going to battle to get that out. I'm not going to do it now because it's quite difficult doing it one-handed. So yeah, I don't know what it is. It almost looks like melted plastic it's got in there. I looked at the top part of the motor. Can't say that I saw anything that would have been the source. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have got any theories as to what this is, but my opinion is that this is definitely why my bearings are gone on this motor. So yeah, if you guys found any value out of this, or you're interested in seeing how I rebuild this motor, then please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, on the next video I'll have more information about putting this thing back together. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have got any other theories, but there, I mean, look at that, blocked. There was no oil feeding to that journal. Anyway, take care. Cheers.